Hello guys and gals, BJ the Cajun Gardener once again on our 2-week update on our backyard garden. Look, cut a little off the top and a little off the bottom here, but had to freshen it up for the wife a little bit, Well, let's see what we got here. We got some good news. Check it out. So here is our tomatoes and peppers. Last week you remember that water well pump. So last week you remember that we didn't have any sprouts here yet. Well, the next morning after I recorded the video, we had like 50% sprouts. So now we only have the bell peppers that haven't sprouted, except for this one cup is bell pepper. So hopefully we get a few more. And these seeds right here, these two plants, I really hope they produce something because they're really special to me. That's the last seeds from a tomato that me and my grandfather dried the seeds from, and he passed away in 2001. So these seeds are 19 years old. They've been kept in my fridge, and it's the last ones I have. I actually have 2 more that I gave to my dad, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get one good tomato out of it to get more seeds. But that's those. Oh, and I'm 2 days late on recording here because we had some really bad weather come through. We had a hailstorm and it was a mess. So it's finally starting to dry up a little to where I could get in here. But as you can see, our longhorn okra row, the ones I wanted to really come out, didn't really do much. We have one here, and then we have nothing until here. That's number 2, and then this is number 3. It has its 3rd leaf starting to come out there, and then we have number 4, and then I'll check this guy out. He keeps the bugs out, so we'll leave him alone. Here's number 5. And that's it. So we only have 5. Well, that was one right there, but I don't think he's gonna make it. So 5 out of about 45. That's not too good. So I'll probably give it till another week, and then I'll probably come back and reseed it again, and hopefully we'll get more that time. Now these are the Evitenders, and we got pretty good sprout rate on these. You can tell, got one over there. You see a couple more down here. I don't want to walk through there because it's really wet. There's one, another one, 2 more here. This is one that's just coming out now. So see, they're still sprouting. So I want to give it a little longer and see what happens. That's one there fighting with a water lily. Like I say, this ground used to look like that before I cleared it out. Then it looked like this, and now I tilled it. So we're hoping for the best. This is where the burgundy starts, and you can tell the burgundy because they're purple. The stems are purple, and the okra will be purple. The flowers will be purple. So they're really pretty plant, but they did well. See, they're pretty tall here. Nice little group there. Couple bugs eating on that one. I have to put some lime around. And then these. And then this was the very first one that I showed you last time. So it's doing pretty good. But then we have this nice long gap. So either I'll reseed them, or we'll drop an extra tomato plant or pepper plant. And these guys here are something else. We put these logs in there because they like to eat bark. So now they're using it as stepping stones to spoil each other. There's something. And then it's our corn. As you can see, they're doing very well. That's how tall they are, about 6 inches. And they're pretty consistent throughout the garden. So we don't have very many gaps per se in the corn. And then turnip. These are our turnip. So they didn't come up as thick as the mustard greens did. We won't have to thin them very much. Each one of these plants should make a nice sized turnip. So right here where they're thick, you can see the bugs got in there a little bit. It's like some black beetles. And I have to put some lime or something on it. Some hot sauce. And then the mustard greens. Now, I've thinned them out once already. And they'll have to get thinned out again here pretty soon. Every few days you like to thin them out, keep the best ones and pull the rest. And we have some giant crawfish. That hole looks like it goes dang near China. And here is our carrots. And there's a bunch of carrots. So we'll have to thin them out as well. Like right here. It's kind of crazy. It's like a jungle. So we'll thin them out as well in a few days. And then here we have our cantaloupe. Now this is an Athena strain of cantaloupe, which in my opinion was the best cantaloupe that I've ever grown and eaten. They're really sweet. You can smell them on the vine as soon as you walk out of your house. And they're doing pretty well. And actually, I think, yep, see, they're still coming up, still sprouting. That's a new seed sprouting right there. So some of these seeds may have fell a little deeper than others. So it's taking them a little longer. So I'll give them a little while. Because right here is supposed to be our vine cucumbers. And there's nothing except for that one. That's the only one. Out of 16 seeds, that is the only one that sprouted. And then you get to the bush cucumbers, and you have all 4 here. You have 2 on this one, and you have all 4 here, and you have all 4 here. So they're doing very well. So I might replant the vine cucumbers with bush cucumbers. I've never grown bush cucumbers. I've always grown straight 8 vine cucumbers. So it'll be something new. But I guess a cucumber's a cucumber. Oh, and then also, well, we've cut a lot of firewood. And then with that bad weather, half of my pile of firewood here fell over. I'll restack that. But we also added this little garden on the side of the big one here. And that is going to be green onions. We have 30 green onion plants. And then what we did here is we went to a grocery store, might have been Rouse's or something, and picked up a pack of green onions because we did hibachi. So all I did was cut the greens off the top and planted the roots. And they'll grow and then they'll multiply. And then you dig them up, separate them, cut the tops and replant them, freeze them. And I'll show you that when that happens. And these creatures here, there's something. That's JJ checking it out. That's Kid back there, he's kind of shy. And then my other project that I have going on here, take the old pirogue out in the pond, and then been pulling these elephant ear lilies out, as you can see, because I want to leave room for the cypress trees to grow in here. Got cypress trees there, got one here, got one back there. So it just obstructs the view and they take over everything. So I've been in there with a pitchfork, ripping them out, piling them up, trying to get rid of them. There's something. But that's about it for the weekly update on the garden. And I'll try to get back on schedule next week on Sunday and give you next week's update. I think, yeah, not this week, but then the following week is going to be when I replant, if I decide to replant. Or I have, since all these cups came up and they're looking good, if they all do pretty well, then whatever doesn't fit on that row with the proper spacing of 2 or 3 feet apart right here, then I'll probably space them out between these other plants where the gaps are. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll catch y'all next time. And happy gardening, stay safe and stay healthy.